Welcome. The time has come. As always, every year, the much anticipated Total Archery Challenge registration time. So along with the last couple years, this year TAC is doing a mock registration because some little things have maybe changed from last year to this year, and so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to walk through TAC registration. We're going to look at the new features, and hopefully this will serve as a little bit of a tutorial, a way to get you familiar with the process so that when the actual time comes in just a couple days or just a couple weeks, everybody's prepared. So let's sit back, saddle up, and we'll see how this goes. All right, so we're in. Got about 30 seconds to go on this test form that they have. They sent this out in an email, but also they included a link on a lot of their social media platforms. And so it was just a link to test this new registration platform. And from what they've said, there's supposed to be a little bit of tweaking to groups and kind of the knock time tiers. So we've got 15, 14, 13 seconds to go, and always a lot of anticipation at this point because it's a bit of a rodeo. So we're gonna hope that this refreshes here in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna add my email to join the queue. And I hit submit. I hit submit. And I hit submit, and nothing is happening. All right, so now we've got a little box that says I have successfully entered the queue. I am 608th in line, and I should expect to receive an email today at 10:15, which is in 15 minutes. So multiple times pressing submit before something popped up, but the hope is that around 10:15 something's going to happen. So that's, I guess, oh, and now it said invalid submission, invalid email, try again, reload the page. So we're going to reload. So part of the fun, or part of the therapeutic process of this, is crashing the website. So there's a really great Facebook page called Total Archery Challenge Shooters, which if you're not a part of, be a part of. There's a lot of helpful information there, and seems like quite a few people are having a similar issue. Some people got through, some people not. So right now on my screen there's an error. After I tried to reload, there was another error, but hopefully initially I got a time. So my faith is in the system, and my faith is that this is going to work, and hopefully I'll get an email here in not too long. So just in the spirit of trying again, the look of the website actually changed. So I don't know if they adapted as things kind of happened, but I'm going to put in my wife's email actually now just to see if that is going to end up working. So we're going to hit, and now it did work, and now it says that my wife is 1,676th in line and should receive an email about 10:35. So whether I get an email or whether she gets an email, seems like there was a little glitch at the beginning, but hopefully it is working now. All right, so we got the link that says it's my turn. So we're gonna open the link, just a minute. And this is our page. So we are gonna fill this out. So we are an adult, and we're just gonna say 1 day just for the sake of filling it out. And now we're gonna fill in our information. So just a pro tip, if you have like autofill features on whatever internet access device you're using, that's what I would suggest. It goes much faster if you just do the autofill, and so that's what I'm gonna do. It has all the information here, with the exception of my birth date. And you can just enter that in, enter your gender, and then we have this group thing. So I'm going to say that I'm signing up for a group, and this is where it's a little bit different than last year. So the idea is that you will be able to register all individually, and as long as you designate a group name or a team captain name, TAC will on the back end be able to kind of assemble your group within a knock time tier. So we're going to say that our group name is TAC Group 1, and we're going to shoot the Jack Link's course, I guess, which seems like that's maybe the new Black Rifle course. And now they've got tiers. So tier 1 is 7 to 9:30, tier 2 is 10 to 11, tier 3 is 11:30 to 2:30. And so with the tiers, there is a premium in price essentially. So for tier 1, you're going to add $10. For tier 2, you're going to add $5, and tier 3 is just normal price. But we're going to say tier 1, designate our shirt size. We're a past participant. You understand that we're allowed refunds up to 30 days before. And do we like this system? It's okay. We'll see what happens. So we're just going to say yes. Okay, keep it. All right. And now we agree to the test form. We agree to Stride events, and we're going to do our initials and continue our checkout. And there were errors in the form above. Where it is. Oh, so this is good. So we got an error. I scrolled back up and it says the selected option for this question is not valid or it has hit its limit. So I selected tier 1 and there was only 7 remaining at the time. So now let's select tier 2. There's 31 remaining hypothetically, and we're just going to continue. And now let's see, and now there were errors again. So now let's hit tier 3. And now let's try. And so now that worked. So you have to be fast in filling out the form. So even after you get the email where you are allowed into the page, you still need to be quite quick filling it out. So obviously I took time to explain, and now let's scroll down and let's see what we got. So this is just kind of a confirmation. And at this point we can hit add participant if we want, or we can just hit register and we'll just say let's register. All right. So test form, congratulations, we successfully submitted it, and hopefully we'll get a confirmation email here soon. And looking over my phone, it seems like we did. So that is TAC registration. We'll see what happens. So this was a mock registration. They were trying out that group feature, and they were trying out the knock time tier feature. So rather than selecting an individual knock time, you're selecting a tier, and hopefully then they will assemble your group if need be and give you a knock time at a later date. And so we'll see if they keep that or not, depending on how people liked it. It's always a little bit of a rodeo, like I said before. It kind of comes with the territory. It's a very popular event, and obviously when I hit submit, there was this kind of initial glitch, this initial error, this initial little crash, but we got in and we were able to register. So my tips would be ready, be on the countdown timer when it hits 0, and hopefully it doesn't crash for you. Hopefully you have fast internet, and then once you get in, make sure that you have everything auto-fillable. And for me, I always just register for everybody in my group, and so I would get everybody's information beforehand and put those into my autofill feature on my computer, and so that I could very quickly be adding participants essentially to my checkout. But hopefully now, everybody in your group can register independently and just put in your group name, and TAC will assemble your group and give you a knock time at a later date. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if they make any changes to this test form. I think registration for Oklahoma is coming up very soon. I'm going to put all of the dates for the events and for the registrations on the screen so you can check those out. Go to totalarcherychallenge.com and look at those. And if you're curious about which event to do, I made a video last year about my favorite events and kind of ranking them from my favorite to my least favorite. And of course, we've got a lot of videos on the channel from past events that we've done. So if you've got any questions, leave a comment below. I'll try and share what I know. Also look at Total Archery Challenge shooters on Facebook if you have Facebook, and otherwise, best of luck. May the odds be ever in your favor. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the mountain.